early primary school, late primary school, was mostly spent in isolation. I only had one or two friends, some of them were temporary, just for the cool factor of hanging around with a deaf person. And I had maybe just two real friends who I've carried on and still speak to this day. And because of that isolation, I think it helped my academic progress, because I concentrated on reading books. I always read, I always had a book at that point in time. I get told off in class for reading in class when everyone else was working. So I read, and it built up my literacy skills and vocabulary. I'm very proud of the fact that I actually got to university in the first place. There were points where the high school and middle high school that I was thinking, I'll never get to that level, the university, because I was quite poor in some areas. But the one redeeming area that I was always very good at was the sciences, and in particular biology, something that I have a continued love with today. I was always the one in the science and biology classes to pipe up with the answer and the fact, because I read so much, and that it really boosted my knowledge and vocabulary, and I knew answers to questions that nobody else in the class knew, because I'd already pre-read everything there was to know about the particular subject. And so it combined my love of science and love of reading, enabled me to excel in biology and science related subjects. All my hard work and everything paid off, and everything, all the struggles and difficulties I've had growing up seemed justified, because at this stage I couldn't imagine any other path my life could have taken in order to get me to this stage. I'd say to explore our deafness, and don't hate it because it restricts your life, rather embrace it for the things that it does enhance your life with. And I would say to be more confident and take control of your own life. Don't leave it to other people to organise and do everything for you just because you're deaf. Don't let them marginalise you just because you're deaf. Take control of your own life. Enhance your own life with your deafness. I would say the deaf person, you learn and develop skills that the hearing people won't quite have these skills. So I'd say the deaf person, don't concentrate so much on what you can't do, more than what you can do and what hearing people can't do. I think it's cool that I can read competitions 5 metres away. And then I can turn over to my hearing friends and tell them that's what happened over there, and I've done that quite a few times to everyone's amazement. I wasn't always right. It's very confident. I would say in the 4th year, start of 5th year, I was always very quiet, and I tended to stay out of things and just sit in my own wee corner of the room, talk with my friend. It's always very isolated, still to a certain extent, but that was in great part due to the fact that I was deaf, and I felt different from everyone around me. Everyone could talk around me. I couldn't have group competitions because there was multiple people talking at the same time. You can't read the whole competition, so I was restricted strictly to one-on-one competitions with people. So I was never very confident in speaking in front of a group of people or in front of a class. That all sort of started to change in midway through 5th year, mostly during the 6th year of my school, where I sort of went in a reconnaissance stage of learning about my deafness and becoming more confident doing the fact that I understood and was more in touch with my deafness through these years. Through a period of time, I became much more interested. I wanted to meet other deaf people and become much more outgoing and improve my communication skills and become less isolated. I meet new people, stop being so lonely. So understanding my deafness, it's really important to become comfortable with the fact that you're deaf. Nothing's going to change that. So you have to let it become part of you rather than a pressure part of you being something that you hate. Just accept it and learn to like it in its own regard, because it makes you unique and it makes you you.